I actually deployed in 2005, 2006 to Kuwait.
It was 2 years after our deployment is when they found a tumor the size of a golf ball.
My vision split. That's when he told me to run to the emergency room. So I was in the emergency room Friday, and then Tuesday they did the operation and removed my tumor.
He didn't really leave the house much for a year. He was depressed. He didn't really interact much with our family activities. He would sleep in his room and just close the doors, very moody, not very family-oriented, kind of ignored, I don't want to say ignored, but really didn't interact with us. He didn't want to leave the house. He was depressed.
In my recovery, I was having seizures every day and not knowing it. I don't remember 2 years. So that's really hard on me. The major depression, the right side paralysis was really bad, and just being angry all the time.
The first time we came here was with our family came together, and he's been back 4 times within a year because it just helped his progress so much.
Only seen dolphins in movies and when I was on board the aircraft carrier, so I didn't know what to expect. And having the staff at Island Dolphin Care really understand my problems made it a little easier. My family noticed a change in me by the end of the day, which I guess helped everybody. So it's something that was life-changing for me.
Well, it's impacted me because he's different when he comes home. You know, he doesn't have to, he's not hurting and he's not aching, and it's a pleasant day for him. And that's one thing that we missed in the few years that he had his brain tumor removed was joy. It brings a lot of joy to him.
I feel empowered. It's been a while since I've felt that way. I feel that I have meaning to life compared to when I felt that I was a burden and just not worth anything.
It brought us family time that we were missing. So that's what I think was important, to give us family time again. And it really has got him out of his shell, and we like to have him back.
Without them, I don't know where I would be and don't know what I'd be doing.
I was a part of 3rd Ranger Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment. I did a total of 5 deployments, 3 to Afghanistan, 2 to Iraq. So I had a lot of friends that didn't get to come home with me, and my outlook on life was that for whatever reason I'm still here, I might as well live my life and you know, make the most of it in honor of the people that didn't get to come back. It started when I was in Ranger Battalion. I got in trouble for getting in a bar fight, and I realized that I was drinking a lot. A lot of Rangers, that's the only way we know how to deal with stuff. We don't really talk about it. We drink our issues away, which really doesn't solve anything. You're just less money and more problems to begin with. So after I got out, it was hard to find out, like, that was my identity, down to my very fiber of my being of who I was. I was Ranger. And anybody that's in special operations knows that it's a small-knit community. Like, it really brand identifies. So, you know, they tell you the best and you believe it, and it makes you try harder. But once I got out, it's like, who are you after it? It's like an identity crisis. You don't really know who you are. It took a while, like bouncing people's couches, like still living out of my car. And then I got joined with the VA here in Miami. And then you hear about the swimming with dolphins. You're like, no, I can't do that. And I came the first day, and they just, it was such an amazing experience. I really cannot put it into words. I came here with a bunch of problems, you know, just the weight of the world on your shoulders, it felt like. And as soon as I stepped down here and met Pete and Dina and Joe, and like, it just felt like everything melted away, and you couldn't think about anything but smile. Like, my cheeks hurt. I hadn't smiled so much before. Like, I kind of forgot what it was like. And then after that, I was hooked. There's just something about it. Like you feel amazing. You just feel like life's not so bad, you know? It just like I said, like if you have any anxiety or just you're worried about bills or you know just the day-to-day aspects of life. When I come here, it's like it's just a zen serenity time. I consider there's 9 friends that didn't get to come home with me, and that was hard. And I just wanted to make the most of the life I did have. I just know that Miami's a place for me, and Miami VA has really helped me out. It's just little things, even to get to do these trips and go kayaking and be with other vets, like it helps, you know, because there's so many people from this war. Like it's just nice to share a story every once in a while, you know, and hear somebody else struggling with the same issues and know that you're not the only one. Know that each day you wake up, like, you know, it's another day that you get to live and you're healthy and you make the most of it. They have definitely changed me and helped me out a lot. I didn't know that I could be this happy and feel this good. You know, life is all about having fun, and they really bring you in like family, and they want to make sure that there's no pressure here. There's no, you just, like I said, it's just zen. Like it's peaceful. It's so tranquil here, and I need that.
Island Dolphin Care is an extraordinary place that works with individuals with special needs, from children with disabilities to adults with severe and chronic illnesses, and veterans and their families. When you're sick, our culture tends to say, stay in bed, we isolate, we take our medicine, we do all the things that we need to do, but we are isolated. And so when I started doing this, I started seeing these kids coming out and laughing and getting along and finding relationships not only with the dolphins but with one another. And post-traumatic stress can be a lot of different things to a lot of people. It's never the same even for 2 veterans. And so the one thread that I see over and over again with all the people we work with is the loss of joy and the loss of relationships and a connectedness to the world. Island Dolphin Care is a little mom and pop family facility. We started as a family hoping to bring joy to others and resources to others that desperately needed them. Of course, I would like to see our program grow so that we're enabled to serve more veterans, and our partnership with the Miami VA Hospital and the community partners that are helping us to fund these programs has been tremendous. I think it's so important, especially when I'm hearing guys, and I mean strong people getting out of the water. You look at them and, you know, they say over and over again, people look at them and they go, they can't see my disability, they can't see what I've gone through, so they expect me to be perfect. You know, we have all this tremendous response, even from the therapists working with the veterans at the hospital have said, wow, I don't know what you're doing over there, but it sure is making a difference. And I had a couple say to me, they actually called on the phone and told me after they got home that it was their first conversation, real conversation, and they had been home together for a year, but it was the drive home that they felt was their first real conversation. And that's because they were talking about a great experience, not the injury, not the pain, not the post-traumatic stress, not the anxiety, not all the problems, but they were talking about having fun. And I think that's what we do that's different.